The disaster that the Palestinians brought upon themselves with their own aggression by waging a war against Israel. The disaster that the Arab world perpetuates to this day by refusing to integrate the descendants of the refugees from that same war into Arab society, while using them, with your help, as political tools. Try to imagine the international community commemorating your country's Independence Day by calling it a disaster. What a disgrace.
He's right. What a disgrace. What an absolute embarrassment for the United Nations and every single nation that chooses to support calling the modern state of Israel being reestablished in 1948 a catastrophe. What an absolute disgrace. And I've said it before, the United Nations is really the United Nothing. And I can simply tell you this. When you go against Israel, you go against God. That's exactly right. Because the problem is the Palestinian population, who stands to benefit from being productive Israeli citizens, continues to be used as the baseball bat to beat down the heads of Israelis who are making the world a better place. It is satanic, it is absolutely evil, and what they continue to do is make declarations concerning the modern state of Israel that are absolutely satanically inspired. My mom and my dad were both born and raised in Egypt, and I am ashamed of what the Egyptian government is doing right now in supporting this resolution. They are marking their own country to be cursed by God. The reality of it is, God said it. He made it clear. He said, I will curse those that curse you, and I will bless those that bless you. And folks, if you want to be on the right side of history, do not support the catastrophe of the United Nations making the satanic declarations that they continue to make as they seek to propagate a disgustingly evil anti-Semitic bent towards the legitimate, modern, beautiful, God-ordained and orchestrated nation of Israel. It's the nation of Israel that made that place better. It's the Jews who brought blessing to that land. It's the back of the Jews that was broken in order to bring the kind of strength that we see now in the modern state of Israel. And there was nothing catastrophic about what happened in 1948. And how dare you call it catastrophic on the heels of 6 million Jews being murdered, and then the people, the anointed, ordained people of God, rising up and starting a re-established nation. That is not only not a catastrophe, that is God ordained. And as it says in the book of Amos, nobody will rip that land, rip them away from that land. That will not happen. Israel has been put there by God, and they are not going to be taken away. Plain and simple, take it or leave it. But folks, if you leave it, you'll be cursed by God. You take it, you'll be blessed by God. It's time to stand behind Israel. It's time. And by the way, speaking from the perspective of a man who loves Palestinians, let me tell you something. If you want to be blessed by God and you want to experience a better life, become a productive member of Israeli society. It's plain and simple.